Hello and welcome to the D-Train and Juan-Aconda show. I'm Juan-Aconda.
And I'm D-Train. We're
Yeah,
living the high life here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell anybody. We don't want them to wake up to the truth.
Oh, you're just itching. You're just like...
And scratching. Dude.
Oh, Daddy, I gotta fucking inject something here. So just go ahead. Just get out with it.
Better watch out.
Mm-hmm.
About to break it down. We gotta talk about some of that cool shit. Because people like that cool shit.
I know. You like talking about this shit. So just...
Our listeners like hearing about it.
Just have at it. What the fuck do you want to talk about? We started on a high note with delicious fucking greasy burgers.
That's right.
And now we're going to go to a low note.
Not even a low note.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to talk about how
fucking...
In-N-Out imports Chinese kids from third world countries to make their cheeseburgers as
well, that's
meat.
good because
I won't do that. I know. That's not the conspiracy level I want to go to.
No.
However... There's so much amazing shit coming out, technology-wise.
Okay.
Information-wise.
Okay.
There's so many different things happening. You just can't keep track of it.
Hey, okay. I'll bring up something that I'm a little naive of.
All right.
And I don't, you sent me a video. I didn't have a chance to take a look at it. The monolith. In Utah.
So
what's this all about?
So long story short, the local news team.
Is this a prank, though?
It's an art installation, actually.
Oh, that's a fucking letdown.
Let's see if we can find it.
I was hoping some aliens came and dropped this motherfucker off. What was it? Space Odyssey 2001.
Yeah, no, it's.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
That's a long, boring fucking movie.
It is. All right, see, it's right
God damn.
These guys are the first ones that sort of broke the story.
Okay.
Let's pause our music for a second. Loading. Make sure it's playing on our screen. Yes, it is. Scene 2. Loading. Appears my internet's running a little slow today.
Okay, the intrepid explorers go down to investigate the alien life form.
Blow this up. Buffering. This only happens when you're here.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So they were flying over in their helicopter doing like a sheep count or goat count of the wildlife, and somebody had spotted this triangle-shaped steel or aluminum or stainless steel pillar. So from a distance, it looks pretty like 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah, for sure.
But then you get up on it, and there's rivets up and down, and then at the bottom in the back, there's actually cut marks in the sandstone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this, and I'm glad you brought this up because this sort of brings a roundabout avenue into looking at alternate information.
Okay.
So the mainstream media picked up this monolith thing. I sent it to you like a week ago, and then the mainstream media picked it up. And in the meantime, there's a bunch of independent third-party journalists out there that aren't part of the mainstream. And so this news story broke, and then boom, those people went out there and investigated it. So we actually have better footage than we ever get from the media. Let's see here. My boy over at Rex Bear at the Leak Project went and investigated it and went right up there and checked it out. So let's pull up his video so we can get a better look than this, what we're getting from the mainstream. Bam! Here we go. And Rex Bear actually lives here now in southern Colorado. And his show is The Leak Project. He's got a podcast. I think he's got almost 750,000 followers. 357,000 subscribers on YouTube.
You're awesome. I love your van. You went to the monolith.
Yeah, I went to the monolith. I had to park off the side of the road. It's like 20 miles in. The van had no problem.
So these are the kind of independent third-party investigators that are out there evaluating some of the information that I process or come across, right?
2001 Space Odyssey. This is fascinating because as I'm hitting this, you can see it's not fully solid. It's probably just aluminum or some type, metal, maybe stainless steel. But you can see the rivets right there.
November 25th, 2020.
See that?
3 days ago.
So I really doubt that's alien technology. But also, when you walk around it here, it's three sides. So you got 3 sides to it.
Is this the video you sent me?
No,
This guy?
this is. I sent you the original one
There's
that we
no
looked at
EMF
first,
signal
and
coming
so
out of it.
this
It
is
has
the guy who
all the
just
different
followed up with it.
detectors.
I like how there's all these like smudge fingerprints. All
Yeah, and
over
if it was some sort of
Look at this.
alien technology, you wouldn't leave fingerprints on it. You know what I
Look
mean?
at this.
Yeah.
So if you see this view right here, you can tell that's
And
the
let's see
rock
here.
that people were talking about.
And then let's
See
see.
these straight lines? They probably
There's
used the
the cut
concrete
lines.
saw. Came out here, cut it in, and look at this. You can even see it's already starting to. This right here, it's not even sealed. See that? You could peel this open, and somebody made a smart comment. There's probably something inside of there, but I'm not going to open it up.
Nah, it's
there's-
2020. Open that bitch
Yeah,
up.
just
Open
three
it up.
sides.
So, yeah.
Some
these-
asshole's going to be out there with like a fucking crowbar.
So let
prying
me
that
pull up
bitch
the
open.
Leak Project channel for you real quick. Rex Bear has this is his channel on YouTube, but he also has his or a podcast, and this guy has tons and tons of information, and you name it, from interpreting and translating ancient Sumerian texts and tablets, decoding the cube of Saturn, New Jerusalem. If you ever want to know more about what's going on, Rex over at Leak Project does a great job. He interviews the people that research this information and goes direct to the source. However, you'll never see somebody like Rex Bear from the Leak Project on ABC, CBS, or NBC.
Okay.
Because he looks at all the stuff that they say is conspiracy,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's all very empowering and impactful information. So, yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. That was debunked, and, they got out there, checked it out. It's 3-sided, and somebody installed it, and
They did a shitty welding job at that too.
it's just riveted together, man.
Yeah.
It is just riveted together.
Well, I guess I'm excited to see if it is like an art project or something like that. I'm excited to see what becomes of it. Like
And that's the
maybe
thing,
there's
nobody's
going to be a
claimed
way
it
to
yet.
like,
Nobody's come out and said, "Oh, I made that."
maybe like January 1st it's going to open up and there's going to be
Well, if anything,
a
it'll be
piñata.
it'll
Like a
be-
piñata in there so someone yeah, exactly.
if anything, it'll be December 21st, 2020,
Why?
because that is when we actually
12, 21, 2s, 1s, stuff like that.
all that fancy stuff. And in addition to that, we actually move into the alignment of the Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
So in this month that we're finishing up right now, we're going into eclipse season. So between now and December 29th, we will have 2 lunar eclipses, and we will be in direct conjunction or in line with Saturn and Jupiter, like straight line.
Wow.
So there's some stuff going on a planetary
So,
planetary
seeing
level.
how I'm Aquarius, the Age of Aquarius,
Yes.
what does that mean?
I'm glad that you asked.
Oh,
But no, this is good
You
stuff.
planted that on purpose.
I didn't. You're the one that said, I love talking about all this extracurricular stuff, and you don't like.
Yeah,
You like listening to it, but
Yeah.
you don't like talking about it.
yeah.
So we're gonna talk about stuff that you ask, because everything I say just destroys the Age of Aquarius in astrology is.
Did that say 2,000 years?
Yes.
Wow.
So the Age of Aquarius will arrive in 3573 in Steiner's approach. Each age is exactly 21,060 years. So close. Based off of the Hindu calendar, we are going through different time cycles. The Age of Aquarius in astrology is either the current or forthcoming astrological age, depending on the method of calculation. Astrologers maintain that astrological age is a product of Earth's slow precessional rotation and lasts for 2,160 years on average. What is 2020 the Age of Aquarius? The Great Conjunction in the Age of Aquarius. People have been talking and singing about the dawning of the Age of Aquarius for decades now, and many astrologers believe that the monumental Great Conjunction taking place on December 21st, 2020 is the cosmic event that's officially heralding it in.
Okay,
And
so
at the
what
same
the fuck does that
time-
mean?
So, Aquarius is an air sign.
Yeah.
Aquarius is an air sign. Libra is an air sign. and there's one other air sign. Libra is the sign of truth and balance, justice and fairness, equality.
Yeah.
So as much as we've wanted to, force these things upon people through legislation and law that, law says this, you can't do that, right? All the bullshit we've been through. In the age of Aquarius, it's all about truth and justice and knowledge. It's the things of the air, right?
So we're starting the Age of Aquarius, and the Age of Aquarius is going to go on for 2,100 years.
Yes, 2,160 years.
Jesus.
So it's like in the Bible they talk about at the end of the Revelations and Armageddon happens and we go through all the tribulations that we will have peace upon the earth for 2,000 years or whatever.
Okay.
So this is the Age of Aquarius. So right now, based off of the signs and the stars in the heavens, the Revelation 12 sign happened on September 17th, 2017. And since the Bible and all these ancient texts always talk about the signs and the stars in the heavens, well, what was written down in Revelation 12 actually happened. It's taking place. So that's a marker for us as humanity, as society, to know where we're at through the processions of the equinoxes. And
wow.
That's why our ancestors, the crazy pagans who didn't have any technology and were completely ignorant because they couldn't read or write, they're the ones that built these Stonehenges and all these ancient calendars to, keep track of what's happening in the stars in the heavens. And for our listeners who don't think that that's important,
well, I mean,
and
they
that
were pagans.
It's complete hogwash.
Yeah, they're pagans.
Stars in heavens, right? Let's look up a quote.
They were filthy animals.
From Rockefeller on astrology. Let's see here. Images. Right there. Let's see here. Millionaires don't use astrology. Billionaires do. Sorry, it was a J.P. Morgan Chase quote right here. And then right here, I believe in H.D. Rockefeller, or John D. Rockefeller. I believe in the dignity of labor, whether it is head or hand, that the world owes no man a living, but it owes every man an opportunity to make a living. This man right here is the co-founder of our education system and the co-founder of our medical institutions.
He's a stand-up guy. I mean, that actually speaks volume. I like that quote.
He's not a stand-up guy. He's a complete piece of shit. And when you say stuff like that, you just sound ignorant as fuck. Because you don't know anything about him, right? So anyways, JP Morgan Chase.
I just like getting you all
billionaires don't use astrology.
Get your panties
do.
in a twist.
No, that's not my panties, dude.
Oh, that's definitely getting your panties in a twist.
So let's look at the Revelation 12 sign and see if I can bring you up to speed. Oops. Revelation 12. Let's see here. Revelation 12 is the 12th chapter of the book of Revelations of the Apocalypse of John in the New Testament, the Christian Bible. Do you know what apocalypse means?
Mm-hmm.
It means unveiling.
End of days.
No, it's just apocalypse just means to unveil.
The end of days.
No, it just means unveiling. It means to take, like, if I look here, apocalypse. That's all it means. Apocalypse. It means to just take something off of something. That's all it means.
Well, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are going to come and rain down fire and yeah.
That's right.
Napalm and shit like that. So the end of days.
Let's see here. Birth of the Virgin. Let's see here. Woman on the. I do not understand why my internet is just being so tripe today, Daniel.
It's because you got that AOL dial-up.
I do, man.
Those discs.
Yes.
Did you need to put in a new disc to get like another 3 hours of internet?
I did. Do you know how hard it was to find one of those things, man? I almost had to like sell my soul. All right, so the woman of Revelation. A great sign appeared in the sky, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was a child and wailed aloud in pain as she labored to give birth. Then another sign appeared in the sky. It was a huge red dragon with 7 heads, 10 horns, and on its head was 7 diadems. Its tail swept a third of the stars away in the sky and hurled them down to earth. Then the dragon stood before the woman about to give birth to devour her child when she gave birth. She gave birth to a son, a male child, destined to rule all nations with an iron rod. Her child was caught up to God and in his throne. The woman herself fled into the desert, where she had a place prepared by God, that there she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. And so, if you take when this happened, September 17th, 2017, and you put 2,160 days, that puts us into the spring of March of 2021. So, like, as we get ready to transition out of the age that we're in into the age of Aquarius, which is all about air, which is truth, justice, communication, knowledge, information, right? That's all about air, right?
Okay.
The only way that humanity can truly know what they want and desire is to experience everything they don't want and don't desire. And that's exactly what's going down between now and when whoever the next president's supposed to be coronated or whatever, initiated or whatever.
Inauguration.
And yeah, there you go. Inaugurated.
Yeah.
So between now and December 21st, 2020, there's going to be a lot of shit that's going to shake out globally.
So the next, like, 24 days, 25 days?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pull up the calendar. Let's see here.
Today's the 28th. There's what? Yeah, 30 days.
Yeah.
So the next 22 days.
Yeah. And so between now and the end of the year, there's going to be all kinds of crazy shit that's going to come down. So it's just a little heads up
Well, that's
as
very
to
interesting.
what's taking place on the world stage there. So while everybody's believing what they're being told through the media, there's all this other shit that's taking place that they're not even wanting to talk about. Because if they talk about it, it expands your awareness. It makes you think, oh, wait, there's more going on? I better look at this and find out what's going on.
I'm just disappointed that there's no Black Friday fights and stuff like that. I didn't see
I
anything.
know.
Like, that was a big disappointment.
What happened?
That's the beginning of the holiday season. That's
Yeah.
I
I got to punch somebody in the face for a TV that's $200. That's $200 every day now.
Yeah, exactly.
What I don't understand is why are these TVs so cheap every day?
Because sweatshops are getting better and better every single year.
Perhaps.
I was like, where are we going?
Where are we going with this?
Oh.
I think it's because I could take us down the rabbit hole if we wanted to go down the rabbit hole.
Let's not say we did.
So long story short, the guy who invented television knew the power of television, right? And so television has progressively been revamped and revamped and revamped and revamped, and so now we have these ultra 8K, ultra high definition televisions, right? The information that comes through the TVs, regardless of what it is, there's a certain flicker rate that it comes through, picture flicker rate, sound rate, all these things. Well, they interfere with our physical bodies or our beings. And so the reason TVs are so much cheaper and they're available and in everybody's face everywhere is because they want them to be.
Yeah.
It's not, has nothing to do with slave labor.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It was hilarious that you said that. But to follow up, yes, it's because they want us to be brainwashed. I know. It's crazy.
What are you going to do about a PS5? Are you going to get that?
I'm not, man. And I've got the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I don't have the Xbox One SX or whatever the hell they're called.
Is that the new one that just came out? Oh,
I
okay.
guess. And
I'm not a gamer, so like I can't tell you. I know the hype about PS5 and then the hype about the new Xbox, whatever that was. So I guess it's
a joke.
SD1 thing. I don't know. Yeah,
All I know is
people were getting robbed.
My internet's not nearly fast enough to play one of those things.
Oh, you need like to get the 1 terabyte. Pay Comcast even more fucking money for it.
Well, you know, since my kids are out of school and I'm now the teacher and the schoolhouse, I should just be getting a check from the district every single week.
I think you just need to whip those kids into shape and be like,
you want
telling
internet?
you to do your homework.
Dig a line. So